Okay.
So,
all right. So we're live again. All right. So inshallah, people can find this link. We are live again, and we'll continue our discussion. So the last question I had, Sister Samaya, how has the Tarbiyah curriculum, if it has influenced Sitara School, in what ways has it influenced you and the implementation with Sitara?
well, I recently told my senior section principal that Brother Dawood, Rahimullah, is always over my shoulder. So I always feel like he's looking over my shoulder. So that really, it's been a tremendous influence in the way I view Islamic education in the first place, and in what I think is important at Sitara. So after the first couple of years of Sitara were very basic things, like helping kids understand that it's important to come to school every day, to come to school on time, to be clean, to go to bed, the like really basic things, okay?
Yeah.
So it takes a while to get all of that on track, with kids. And then after that, we started thinking more in terms of, okay, how can we make sure that the curriculum is holistic and Islamic, and where everything is fully integrated, and where we don't just have Islamiyat and Quran as a separate subject.
Yeah.
So that's when I started introducing the Tarbiyah themes, and it takes a lot of in-service training for the teachers to really understand what these themes are about. But the difference I found between the Tarbiyah project in the US and the Tarbiyah project in Pakistan is it's quite a natural fit here in Pakistan.
Wow.
In the US, the Muslims are in the minority, obviously. In the US, the Muslims are in the minority. You're doing something which is very, very than what you see all around you. In a country like Pakistan, where the roots and the heritage are Islam, you are reminding people of what their values are,
Okay.
I'm not saying that people in Pakistan now are practicing Islam in any way better than people anywhere else, because that's far, far from the truth. The country is very corrupt. There's been, tremendous westernization that's gone on over the years. But the values of the Tarbiyah project are the Islamic values that are the heritage of the country. So that's what I mean by saying it's a natural fit. And, I think it's working out very well. It's working out wonderfully, alhamdulillah. So I think Brother Dawood, Rahimullah, with his very high standards, I think he would still be pleased. Alhamdulillah.
Yeah. Can I also say that I think what makes it so natural and fitting within your context is the fact that you have a school where you've opened all kids with open arms. You don't discriminate on the basis of, foundational knowledge prior to entering the school, or their status, or, how much they can possibly give back to the school. And I think that's where the barakah lies, and the fact that to me is the true essence of Islam. And so I think that's why it's a lot more natural within your context as well, regardless of what country you're in, the fact that you've accepted everyone, all kids, and you're focusing on things that matter to them, and you're focusing on their particular needs.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, we have to customize our curriculum to the students that we have. Well, Jazakallah, thank you for that, Sister Sama. That's really, I don't think about that much, but yes, we do try to accept everybody. We do have an entrance test for the school, but we will, if children do not pass the test, we still accept them. We might put them in a lower grade than they might have been in some other school. But in a lot of cases, these children haven't really been to school consistently. They don't go to school from year to year. There are large gaps in their education. So yeah, it has to be quite customized. Alhamdulillah.
Inshallah.
Even in our high school program, the high school
Yeah.
program. There are girls who are coming back to school sometimes having not been in school for a while. So we have, excuse me, we have a lot of remedial instruction going on in our high school.
Yeah.
Alhamdulillah.
You know, I'm feeling quite inspired by your journey, and I'm sure everyone watching would be in awe, absolute awe. What ways can we possibly support Sitara and your organization? You know, I know you have a Launch Good link that I'll post up,
Mhm.
which requests donations. Is that fine?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, our main fundraising is done every year on Launch Good, which is a Muslim crowdfunding website, which was started in the US but is an international site. And the link that you're going to put up is our current campaign, which will end on May 1st, so that we can start our new 2019 Ramadan campaign. And we try to raise about 30,000 through Launch Good every year, $30,000, to spread out over our various projects.
Oh,
The website is, should I put the website in the chat box and you can just put that on too?
yeah.
There's more information about donating through the website.
Please.
I want people to come and visit and see what we're doing. So anybody who's in Pakistan should do that, please. And anybody who is traveling to Pakistan to visit family or just to visit the country, we really would love to have you visit us. And our address and all of that is on our website. The website is Sitara hyphen, I can't put the phone down to type a hyphen. Maybe you can do it. Sitara-institute.org.
I'll
So
post the website, inshallah.
sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I'll post the Launch Good link. I'll post your school's website.
Inshallah. Okay, great.
Yeah.
We want people to visit. We want people to see what we're doing. I have some WhatsApp threads where I send pictures out if anybody's interested in those. If they could maybe let you know, and then you can pass their information to me, that would be good.
Yeah,
Inshallah.
inshallah. I would love to visit one day, inshallah. I hope so. I was going to say
Also, if people would read my book, that would be nice.
yes,
It's available on Amazon.
That as well. So just to repeat the title of the book, it's called Eye of the Heart, Journey to My Soul. Where can we obtain the book from?
Amazon. It's available on Amazon, digital or print form. Yeah, it's also available in Pakistan. It's available from Paramount Books, only in paperback form. Only in paperback form. The thing we need most from people really is dua. And we need, as Muslims, I think, you know, one of the things that we can do in our Islamic schools, all of our Islamic schools, is raise children with a global consciousness.
Yeah.
You know,
so
I mean, the Muslim Ummah is a real thing. It's not just words, you know. So there's this international community, and, you know, a Muslim truly needs to want for his Muslim brother or sister what he wants for himself. And the other hadith about Muslims being connected like bricks in a building, you know, I mean, if we look at our Ummah right now and all the suffering, it's our children who are going to have the burden of alleviating that suffering.
Yes.
So, you know, we need to raise them with enough care and concern for all of their brothers and sisters. And also travel helps, you know, taking your children, if you come from another country than the one you live in, take your children home, let them see what it is, you know, let them see their roots, let them see where they come from.
Yeah,
my daughter, when she was young, yeah, I have my oldest daughter who's a teacher, right? And when she was young, we had traveled to Bangladesh, her father's country. And when she was writing her college essay, she said, I used to think that being poor meant that you didn't have dessert after dinner. But then I went to Bangladesh. So I don't know. Did you get that?
You cut
Was
out.
it clear?
So she used to think that being poor was not being able to have dessert after dinner, and then I missed the second half.
Right. Well, then she went to Bangladesh, and she
And then
saw what being poor really was.
SubhanAllah.
Yeah.
Yeah, how vital is it for our eyes to for our children to witness with their eyes reality, and you know,
Exactly.
I think, and yeah, and getting in touch with our roots, and I think understanding what life is like outside of their schooling context as well. I think a lot of our kids
Yeah.
are quite privileged in the sense that they've got safe environments, both home and at school, and you know, they never have to worry about food on their plate, or resources. It's just we have an abundant amount in the West, and so for them to be able to witness and to connect, and to want to serve, I think that would create kids who would want to serve the community, because they know, they've seen with their own eyes what reality really is. And as schools, I think we need to also shift that focus from merely just focusing on academia, and, like you said, creating global citizens who will give back to society.
Exactly. And if we can get back to the Tarbiyah Project for just a second, the last theme of the year is public service. And what that's about, obviously, is one of the things we did at Sitara with public service is we actually went out with masks and with plastic bags and gloves, plastic gloves, and we started picking up the trash right in the middle of town.
Yeah, yeah.
Just the awareness to people, this is public service. We need to clean up our environment, and it starts with each one of us, you know.
Yeah.
And in Pakistan, I mean, the garbage problem is huge. You know, there's no
Look, I think the garbage problem is
services.
huge. Yeah, the garbage problem is huge everywhere. It's just that in the West, we're lucky enough to not see it in front of our eyes, and so, which is the problem, because we forget that it actually exists. I took
that's true. And a lot of
and to me, it was my favorite excursion I've ever been on, to actually show them where, you know, things, how a landfill looks like and where our rubbish ends up. And the fact that, you know, recycling is important, but reducing is a lot more important, and what happens to plastic and things that we can't recycle.
Exactly. So we've been trying to bring our students awareness to that here in Pakistan, and also not only in the school, but in the larger community, and trying actually to think about how we can reduce, especially plastic. I mean, forget it. You walk, there's a layer of plastic on the ground in Pakistan. You know, they call the bags, they're called shoppers. They're basically plastic bags. And anywhere you look, the ground is covered with them. Anyway, we're probably getting a little off topic here, but public service, you know, and just that sense of serving and giving back to your community, whether it's your community at home or whether it's your community on the other side of the world, it's still your community. You know?
Yeah, you're right. Could I ask you, when next time you go into school again, if you could do a little video tour for us again? Because I really like that. Or I don't know if you still have the one that you had originally posted, if you could send that to me. I know the members would just absolutely fall in love with your school, because it is quite colorful from what I remember.
Yes. Yeah, we have a lot of artwork on the walls and a lot of plants, and you know, it's that courtyard setup where everything is outside in the middle. So it's nice. I also have a new video, which will be on the new Launch Good campaign, that people can also see. And if anybody wants to join the WhatsApp threads, I try to send out video and pictures once every, so that kind of updates people in a really easy way on what we're doing at the school.
Okay, I'll post all that inshallah tomorrow. So there's many links, the launch good, your book link, the website. And then if anyone's interested in WhatsApp, just let me know and I'll send your name or your number to Sister Samaya, inshallah, through private message. Sister Samaya, thank you so much for your patience. We've been on this for an hour and a half trying to configure the technical aspects to this. And mashallah, you've been very patient with me. So thank you so much for that.
My pleasure. I've learned with technology, there always has to be a plan B, especially in Pakistan. I mean, the lights actually stayed. We actually had electricity. So that was a miracle in itself.
SubhanAllah, how funny. That's
If that had
awesome.
gone out, then there wouldn't have been any. It's been my
Alhamdulillah.
pleasure to talk. Jazakallah. I've enjoyed it so much, and we'll,
I hope we can
inshallah, one day meet in person. Inshallah.
Yes, there's so much to learn
You
from
take
you.
care.
Massive inspiration. You too.
Alhamdulillah. Okay. Allah Hafiz. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.